Hey, baseball fans, we got a special treat for you today. We're going to be previewing the upcoming 5A regional final matchup between district rivals Varela and Mater Academy. We have with us today Mater head coach Umberto Bencomo and co-assistant head coaches Ryan Alvarez and Alex Diaz from Varela. Guys, welcome in.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you for having me.
Umberto, let's start with you. So you guys come out of a series where you took care of business again. Talk a little bit about last week and going through Pines Charter. You didn't really have too much trouble with them. So how nice was that to have a series that you kind of cruised through?
How about not to have too much trouble? They're a good baseball team. Carlos Iglesias has a good ball club over there. We had a good game on Wednesday. We hit the baseball well, and we got a good lead, and we ended up, having a cushion of a lead there. But then Thursday was a different story. As I expected, Carlos will come out and bring his ball club out to fight, and we had a good game. We had a pitching duel, and past the fourth inning, we got a couple more runs, and then we put a couple more runs away, and then we went away with it. But again, it's a good ball club. I respect Pines Charter. I respected them from the beginning, and again, you got to come out and play baseball. So it was a good win, and that's where we go. We go game at a time, and we got past that series, and now we're happy to be here and in the next series that has given us the opportunity to be here.
Sure. And you guys coming off McCarthy, I mean, you had your hands full all three games with McCarthy. It was a great series. Talk a little bit about getting through that series and advancing.
Well, I mean, first off, hats off to McCarthy. Alex can jump in at any moment. Hats off to McCarthy and Mike Fires. They gave us a great series. On Wednesday, we threw a number one. Luis Sosa took us to a complete game. We hit the ball well on Wednesday, came off swinging. We scored like 5 runs in the second. I think, 6, 7 runs early in the game. But McCarthy can hit. So even though we were up early in the game, they kept chipping in, putting a run in, 2 runs in. And, before you know it, it was a close game towards the end. But we kept up the pressure the whole game. Thursday, we had our other, again, our 2 number ones. We call them pretty much 2 number ones. Andy and Sosa can go either game and give us a win. Andy came out second game. They hit up Andy a little bit in the first 2 innings. We felt that the momentum kind of wasn't going our way, so we did the smart thing. We pulled Andy out, and Anthony Harvey took us the rest of the way and kept the game at least within arm's reach, even though we didn't come up on top. But on Saturday, we had Andy ready to go, and he wanted the ball, and he took it, and he did an incredible job Saturday. And we swung it Saturday regardless. We came up, swinging the bat. Paniagua hit a home run early in the game. Leadoff double, or leadoff hit, I remember which one it was. And we ran the bases well. McCarthy gave us a good run, but we definitely came ready to play on Saturday for sure.
So switching gears a little bit to this upcoming week, I mean, you guys are familiar with each other. It's one of those regional finals where you guys are right near each other. There's a lot of hype in the community about it. You just played a district final against each other, and it was a tight game. So Umberto, talk about the familiarity with this series, with you guys really, knowing everything about each other.
Oh, they're a very good ball club, very well respected, and this is what we signed up for. We signed up for this and to play good baseball, and they got great athletes on the other side, well coached. It's a very good ball club. And again, we're gonna have to come out, we're gonna have to play our baseball game, and if we play our baseball game, we're gonna be okay. But again, it's gonna be a good series. It's gonna be a good game, and I expect nothing but another close game. I expect that as well.
Alex, from your guys' point of view, you guys were on the losing end of that district final. So talk about your approach to knowing a team so well and having to play them.
Oh, Matter, they're a great team. They've played us tough. We played them tough. We played well. I think the first time We played 13 innings,
Yeah.
and then the second time, they beat us by 1 in the district championship, which was a great game. We made a couple mistakes, and they capitalized on our mistakes, and hopefully we can limit some of those. And and let's see what happens at the end. But these are two teams that I think whoever wins this series, I think has a really good chance to win the state championship.
Sure. And I'm going to stick with you guys for a minute. So we've been talking some of these coaches that have played the 3-game series, and one of the awesome things about these series that we're starting to see is players that maybe in past years wouldn't have been big impact players in these playoffs. Some of them maybe wouldn't have even got on the mound or got an at bat, that we're seeing as series developing. It's getting exciting because you're getting guys that are contributing that aren't your just top tier guys, and you're getting it from guys throughout your whole roster, and they're starting to get noticed, by people around, by scouts, by different things, and it's really cool to see the depth of baseball down here in South Florida. So talk a little bit about that with your 3-game series and how some of these guys that aren't stars stepped up for you.
I mean,
I always-
absolutely. Oh, go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
I'll be quick. It's great. We hopefully the FHSA keeps this going, because it's really at the end. It's not just one pitcher that can just dominate you like baseball. It's the better team usually comes out on top of a 2 out of 3 series, and you got to have deep pitching, and you got to have some consistency, and you also have to have sorry about that. You got to have people in your dugout willing to sit and then get ready to play, because you got to use everyone. And that's one thing Matter has. They have a very deep dugout. They have plenty of talent. They have plenty of arms. Every time he takes out another arm, it's like a D1 guy. So it's going to be tough for us, but we're going to try our best to come out on top.
And Humberto, talk a little bit about another thing that we discussed is these 3-game series is play out. So, teams can actually settle into a series now. You're not in a one and out thing, but more importantly, you're seeing competition now that these teams are so similarly matched. You're not getting those upsets where you're going, oh man, that team's going to be in trouble next round. You're in a situation now, especially in this region, where the winner of this could be holding up the state title trophy at the end of it. So how nice is it to see the good baseball that's being played in these series?
No, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's again. I second Alex for what he said, and hope that these guys keep this. This 2 out of 3 is good. I think it means well. We have a ball club where I push my guys. I tell them, hey, you never know when your name's going to be called, and again, when you walk out of our locker room, it says it on the top of the door, whatever it takes, and it doesn't matter what it is. If it's to run the bases, if it's to go out and catch a fly ball in the last inning, and again, I tell them, we had a meeting today, and I tell them we're in for a fight. We're gonna play a good ball club. You got to go out and play baseball. But again, at the end of the day, if you do what you got to do, you will have an advantage. But like you said, and like Alex said, these are 2 very good teams. With very good pitching. And this is gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be good games. And I think you're right, Anthony, what you're saying. I think whoever gets out of here has a very good chance of crowning that trophy.
Ryan, give me one thing that's got one particular area that's just got to go right for you to get by this series.
For us, I mean, honestly, we got to play our defense. Matter's going to put the ball in play, and with 2 good teams playing each other, it's the little mistakes that will make you lose the game. And it's the ground balls that get bobbled, runner gets on base, a walk, pass ball, runners on second, bad throws. So to me, if we play our defense and eliminate the mistakes, we got a chance. When you have two good teams playing each other, you just got to make sure everything's on point. So I would say our defense, 100%.
And Humberto, same thing for you. From your end, what's got to go right?
I would have to say, as long as we pitch well and we defend well, I believe we'll have a chance because I think our offense will do enough. But pitching and defense is what's got us here, and that's what's been on top for us for almost probably since the beginning of March. Got us to where we're at.
Well, it's going to be a good one, guys. I know the whole community is looking forward to it, and we know at least one thing: there's going to be a team from Miami going and playing in the state Final Four. So good luck to all you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Thank you for doing it.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
All right, good night. Bye-bye.